When does it end? When does this franchise get an easy intro to the season? Justin Fields goes down, play one on 11 on 11s, and Jet fans start to worry. Jet fans figure out later in the day that Justin Fields doesn't dislocate his big toe on his right foot, but he ends up dislocating a toe on his right foot. Well, listen, I don't think it's okay after the Jets have posted, hey, it's going to be all right. Rich Samini, hey, it's all right, everybody, it's okay. I think it's all horseshit at the end of the day. I'm going to give it to you raw. I'm not getting a job for ESPN, so I'm going to tell you how it is, what I'm thinking, just like the Jet fan that I am. So let's get this thing going. So here we are. Day 2. Today's it's July 24th. Training day 2. Justin Fields goes down with a right foot injury or right leg injury at the start of practice, or at the start of 11 on 11s on the first play. And everyone is quick to think, holy shit. Aaron Rodgers? Is that making sense? I don't know, a little bit of PTSD hitting the soul. Fields goes down. They eventually get him to the tent. And then a cart comes. Cart comes and takes him to the locker room. Then it's noted that Justin Fields is walking into the locker room himself, but gingerly. Most of this that I'm reading it from is from Connor Hughes today from SNY. Yeah. So we're sitting there, social media is exploding. ABC News is over here. The Jets should trade for Kirk Cousins. I'm going to get into that in a little bit also. Just a shit show. This organization, it never ends. It's just the most cursed franchise, the most cursed fan base in all of sports. All of sports. This franchise does not know. It's like a bad skin tag on you that just keeps growing back. Not going to kill you, but it's going to keep coming back, and it's going to keep aggressively messing with you and your mind. Aaron Glenn comes out. Aaron Glenn tells us that it's a right foot. Doesn't know if it's the big toe or whatever. And then we get some confirmation that it's not the big toe, which is cool, which is good, right? Not an Achilles, not an ACL, doesn't tear his calf muscles, nothing like that. No Liz Frank injury. But we find out that he dislocates his toe somewhere on his right foot. Now, some of you are like, hey, it's okay, taking the angle like Samini and everybody else is, and that's fine. Let's be real here. Let's be a little real. What is Justin Fields good at? He's good at running the football. He's good at shaking dudes, putting moves down, and moving the football with his feet. It's just what it is. I didn't make that up. Justin Fields good at moving around. And I don't care if it's a top 10 offensive line like PFF is saying. Nothing is handed well to us. And that's what I mean with the offensive line. He's going to be moving around regardless. Even if he is, and the offense is working around like how we plan to, he's not going to. That's just not how the Jets work. We don't get things done right like that. Unless this is the year where we did find the coach, right? I don't know. But I think this is a big deal. I'm gonna tell you why. The big deal to me is I played ball for a little bit. Didn't play collegiate ball, but I played ball for quite a bit. Was in the military, used my feet quite a bit. I don't know. The guy that's good at running is now listed day to day, not going to miss significant time when the initial report came out that he should be good. Hopefully he should be good for week 1. Should be good for week 1. So he's day to day. Dislocated toe. Don't know right now if there's any ligaments messed up, torn, sore. The pads aren't even on. Now he's going to be missing some time because he's not going to finish the rest of the week. Even if he does get back. How many times have we seen players with turf toe and all this bullshit? They go back onto the field And for the rest of the season, they are compromised. It doesn't matter if it's the pinky toe. It doesn't matter if it's the big toe. Big toe, that would really suck. She probably got lucky that it's not the big toe. That's going to bother you for the rest of the year. On day 2 of training camp, they haven't even installed probably exactly what they want to do yet with Justin and the rest of the team. But now you got ABC News sports reporting on Instagram. Oh, the Jets should go for Kirk Cousins. Get the fuck out of here. Number one, right to Kirk, because Kirk used us a long time ago. A lot of Jet fans wanted him. He saw the money and was like, use the Jets. There was some type of show or episode out there that they were doing on him back in the day when he was in his free agency. Go get Kirk. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want Kirk. Might as well have just kept A-Rod. A-Rod got picked off on his first throw today, so there's that. I don't want anybody. Just roll with Tyrod at this point. Unless you want to do something cool, in my opinion, so you don't break the bank. Wait till the end of the preseason. Maybe talk to the Browns, go get a kid from Oregon, Dylan Gabriel. I don't want Shador, so don't entertain that. I don't want to hear it. Don't want Shador on my team. That's it. Maybe go get Dylan Gabriel, a young kid. Because let's be real. Tyrod Taylor's not going to last you a whole season if Justin Fields goes down. End of story. He's not going to last. What was it, a few years ago? Poor Tyrod got hit when he was on the Giants by, I think it was Jermaine and Michael Clemens. Oh, guy's breathing, fighting for his life on the sideline because his fucking lung got pierced and collapsed. Broken rib or something like that. Every year, he's gotten hurt. Tyrod didn't get hurt last year because he didn't play. That's not a hot take. That's the truth. Tyrod has a history of being hurt a lot. That's obviously assuming that Justin Fields does have these issues and can't stay healthy, but that's me jumping to the case, right? Because I'm a little upset. I think a lot of you are a little upset too, and you should be. You absolutely should be. Same shit, different season with the New York Jets. Doesn't end. Don't know why, but that's just the cards that we were dealt. Don't understand it. But I did like that our man, Coach Glenn, he got on the mic earlier and said some good stuff. Hey, you know what? Offense went back in there and they started producing. That's good. That's what's up. It's probably because they're used to, doing the quarterback shuffle all the fucking time, but I don't know. It's not the end of the world. I mean, let's be real. It's not like we have the golden child here. I mean, a lot of people are calling poor Justin Timu Jalen Hurts. That's fucked up. But I mean, I like Justin and I really want him to work out, right? Wouldn't it be super cool to have our Geno Smith or Sam Darnold moment with one of these guys, Baker Mayfield? That'd be pretty fucking cool. I think that would be great. We're not looking for we're not looking for Jalen Hurts or Patrick Mahomes or any of these top 3 quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson. Wouldn't it be good to have like a top 15 quarterback? Just throw that out there. But so the defense they did good today, I guess. That's what coach said after that. And after that, I was just sort of shot, sort of aggravated. And I don't know. I guess we're going to figure it out. But I don't think it's all okay. I gave you my take. Just going to have to figure it out. Very funny. I had Jake Asman on this morning. Shout out to Jake Asman and the Jake Asman Show and all his Asmaniacs. But Jake is showing Justin Field clips from yesterday's press conference. And he's showing and beginning to talk about how he's excited about the expectations. That Justin wants to win the AFC East. The great expectations. You got to start from there before you can keep going. Great answers. I love it. I'm all about it. Again, I'm rooting for Justin. I rooted for Zach Wilson. I wasn't a Zach Wilson truther, as Jake Asman has perfectly put it, but I root for the players that are on my team. I don't want you to suck ass. But the truth's the truth, and sometimes it sucks, right? And poor Jake Asman is sitting there, and he can't even finish his sentence, and the camera goes right back to him. And Jake's eyes, the poor man's soul has left his body because it's the same shit. Ruined his whole show. Ruined his whole show. Couldn't even concentrate on what he wanted to talk about because 3 minutes into his show, something like that, the news broke. And then you got to think about guys like Rich Eisen. I see Rich Eisen's I see Rich's reaction from this whole thing today on this show. The poor man has gone through it his whole life. His whole life. My father's about to be 60 this year, and there's a good chance, life, you never know when life's going to end, but there's a good chance my old man never sees a Jets Super Bowl at all, win or loss. Born a few years a little too early to even remember the old big man, Joe Namath. So, but holy shit, man, I tell you, this fan base just gets it all the time. I hope this is it. I hope this is really the only thing that messes us up. I mean, you need a healthy team to see where you're going to be, right? You needed Justin in the offense to play a few snaps, a few series into the preseason. You needed that. This isn't the last regime where, hey, we got to make sure Rodgers is healthy. We don't want to stress the old man out. Nah, enough of that shit. And plus, they only put him out there that one drive, 2 drives or whatever against the Giants just to get us pumped up. And still, that was even a little corny. Bumping into I don't even know who you are. Bumping into the defensive lineman, whatever. Yeah, 4 plays later. Jesus Christ. But yeah, so that's what's going on right now. Day 2 of training camp. Not too much more going on other than that huge headline for the day. I'm excited. There's a few things I'm excited for. It's been a while since I've gotten on the old YouTube. I've been posting there on TikTok for quite a bit, but start getting back into this and starting really to throw everything back together into the formula that I want it to be. But the things that I'm looking forward to is the offensive line this year. I mentioned earlier that the offensive line is top 10 per PFF, and that's pretty cool. I was an offensive lineman in high school. I just didn't keep growing like my friends did. They were all big, really big. I'm 6'1", but my friends just kept growing. So, listen, for, you got Arma Membu at the right tackle spot. You got Elijah Vera Tucker at the right guard spot. You got old Joe Tippmann, big ass Joe Tippmann. I got to see Joe Tippmann on Sunday Night Football. Had some on-field passes. That was really cool. Got to see old Joe Tippmann stand next to his dad. That dude is huge. He's got big ass arms. You got Joe Tippmann, and you got old John Simpson right there. And then you got our last year's draft pick, man. The big man, Olu Fashanu. Looked great walking into the building the other day, huh? Anybody catch these guys when they walk in? You can tell a lot from these players when they walk into the building and you see how well taken care of themselves they are. I saw a picture today of was Jalen Waddle. My man put some weight on. Looks like he could be a nose tackle. But, it is what it is. But these guys look good. And it's a young ass offensive lineman. It'd be cool, man, if these next 2 years went well, regardless who the quarterback is or not, and this offensive line did mature, give or take maybe Elijah leaving or John Simpson, shit happens. You talk about offensive lines, like top 10 per PFF. Talk about top 5, top 3, in my opinion. Why not? Our last, Keith Carter sucked. He wasn't a good offensive line coach, and that's not for me. I mean, you've heard that. You've heard that through all the other stories, all the other podcasters and YouTubers. Kai Becton wasn't so happy. Makai Becton. You went from Makai Becton being the worst tackle, worst interior lineman, and all that stuff with the Jets, and now he's a Super Bowl champion. That's the Jets. That's the Jets. So, I'll take the I'll take it. I'll take the Justin Herbert. The Justin Fields stuff. I'll take it. I'll take it for right now. I'll take it for as it is. But that's my take today. I think it's horseshit. The situation's horseshit. But I think this is something that lingers with him for a bit. I don't think this is something that just oh, I feel better. Let's get to it. I don't think that's what happens. So ultimately, I think this is a lingering issue for him throughout the season, especially if you're the guy that's running. It's not like you're going to sit back there like Aaron did last year. Every few games you saw Aaron run for 11 yards. Ooh, Justin was out here running for 70 yards at a rip sometimes with the Bears. So I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on. But no, yeah. And then I'd like to see maybe a few more things I'd like to see this season since it's been a while. I'd like to see Jermaine. I want to see our man Jermaine Johnson have a beautiful preseason. I would not like to see him leave the team. I really want to see Jermaine come back pretty hard like he was playing. Um, be the guy that he is, be the monster and the intimidating threat that he can be. The guy's fast, he's big, he's strong, and the whole sledgehammer thing's pretty badass, in my opinion. So I like to see that happen because at the end of the season, I'd like to see him stay. I'd like to see an extension happen, and that'd be amazing. Don't know what's gonna happen with Quincy. The brothers on the team, Quincy and Quinnen. That's been a ton of fun to watch. Quinnen's he's got the big. This shit's pretty cool. But Quincy, man, Quincy's a bolt of lightning. I like that. He's powerful, he's strong, and he's fast. So that'd be fun to see too. Don't know if they're going to keep him, but probably not getting paid. We should be getting paid. So money talks at the end of the day in the NFL. We've seen that. We've seen guys leave. So look what happened a few years ago with Tyreek Hill just sort of doing this to the Jets and then ultimately going back home to Florida because you're not going to get taxed up the ass. There's no taxes in Florida, so you're good. Yeah, I'd like to see our man Willie Mack on the opposite end. Like to see him have another big year. So keep building on that. He's put on some weight supposedly, so that'd be nice to see. Obviously, we've talked a bit on my TikTok about Garrett and Sauce. Huge. Jets putting in 300 million, a little bit over 300 million in that investment. Want to see what I believe Matt O'Leary, credit to him, did some research and put down that he what Garrett Wilson needs 860 plus something yards a season to eclipse, I think, maybe to be the number 2 ranked wide receiver in Jets history, breaking records, breaking yards. So that would be cool. I want to see my man keep going. And that's why the whole thing with Justin Fields sort of sucks ass. So we'll figure that out. But Sauce has put some weight on. Sauce had a down year last year, but would like to see Sauce sort of kick some ass and do his thing. Would like to see some more picks. That'd be cool. Maybe a helmet on the ball just to really give us something we haven't seen in a bit. That'd be really cool to see too. So obviously we want to see our superstars continue to be superstars. You don't want to pay them this money and then them not perform and show up. So that'll be pretty cool. But yeah, we got a lot of big things coming on. There's going to be a lot going on this preseason. A lot of room for the offensive and defensive coordinators to keep doing their adjustments. It's all new, so it's going to be fun. And then I'm really interested with Coach Aaron Glenn because he's been putting that tough, not necessarily tough guy, because it seems like it is who he is. He's very one way with the media. I sort of like it. It's different. It seems like he always puts Rich Cimini in his place. I think that's really cool. But that's only going to last so long if you don't win games. New York media is going to do what they do, So I'd like to check that out. So a lot of exciting and a lot of fun things going on. But we're going to keep our eye on old Justin Fields 7 here. JF7, as I've been calling him at work, and sort of telling the guys at work that he's going to have a breakout season. So we'll see. But yeah, let's kick some ass. We'll see what happens with Justin. We'll be talking here shortly. Hey, if you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, like it. If you want to comment, and we will go back and forth and talk a little Jets football. You don't like my take? Shit, please let me know. If you like my take and you're like, you know what? I sort of dig it. Because I'm not trying to be rated R over here, but I'm also not going to play the PG. I'm trying to be good, so I could be putting the Jets fan favorite videos over here, man. It is what it is. It's a hard world watching these Jets, man. The heart's been broken a lot. The heart's been broken my whole life. And I'm 30 years old. I know I'm young. I still have a long Jets tenure to go, but acceptable, but unacceptable. So, hey, as always, go Jets, kick ass, Jets, Jets. And until next time, hit that like button, subscribe and comment, and we will talk to you next time. See ya.